Hello, my name is Amsi, and I am a freshman at UTEP, studying human resources, and I am a woman. To some, it may seem like an unimportant or obsolete thing to add in this day and age. I mean, it doesn't really change who I am or what I do. I still wake up, I still have to go to class, I still watch TV. But with some astute observation, it has come to my attention that even to this day, gender, being a woman, is still an important defining characteristic for most people. Over the years, I've come to a consideration that the essence of being a woman has a different meaning to me than it might for other people, and that the meaning can shift and influence other meanings. Being a woman can mean many things. We can be sexy, or smart, or strong, or even glamorous. But from what I've seen in newspapers, television, and even social media, is that our society, women are objects. Where did these ideas come from? When did sexy suddenly become meek? When did having a realistic body type somehow became wrong? What are we teaching younger generations to believe? And most importantly, what are we allowing ourselves to believe? People will begin to believe that these portrayals of women and themselves that they see in media to be true, and in turn push women to strive for these fabricated and unachievable standards. And I want to find out why. Why women are targeted and objectified, undermined, and over-sexualized. Why are women portrayed the way they are? And what can we, as community, as society, do to change first order of business? The media.
We learn our personal values from our parents, our friends, colleagues, and authority figures, but we also gain tons of insight about ourselves and the world from the arts, sciences, politics, entertainment, journalism. Much information about this stuff gets to us through the media.
Media is able to reach people farther than most of us are willing or able to travel. It is something that we're exposed at almost all hours of the day. We check our phones, we see billboards, we have magazines, we can't avoid it. It's quite literally all around us. In my search, I met up with classmates to further my understanding of how media has affected women.
When you want to share information with people, what you want to do is you want to try to reach the biggest audience possible. And with media, you're able to do that. So like with newspapers, by printing out a newspaper and by sending it into like a place, and then that newspaper gets printed and pushed out to a lot of people, that single source of media can, share information with, a large group.
Media is so huge. It has influence and capacity to reach a broader audience and go beyond our expectations. However, when a topic is misrepresented, much like its caricatured portrayal of women, the media triggers the spread of false information and can lead to greater effects.
I think it lessens how people view the full potential or capabilities of women. A lot of the times these stereotypical views will make people think that they can't amount to any more than the labels that they've been given. So a lot of young girls are growing up to think that they need to be conventionally pretty, or they need to live up to these standards that all these stereotypes have given them.
According to the Dove Self-Esteem Project, globally, only 11% of girls would call themselves beautiful, and 6 in 10 girls avoid participating in fundamental life activities because of concerns about the way they look.
With what we teach our children, because when they're little, everything's like an injection of information. So if you teach girls that they're made for the kitchen, if you teach them that they're not something worthy of being, something important, they're gonna believe that. And then they're gonna grow up with this cultural shock when they see like women empowerment, but all they learned was to be in the kitchen, was to be less than men. And then they get this kind of, shock in between the movements. And that's what we were talking about. It's like undermining themselves. Like women are undermining women, we're undermining ourselves, and we're letting men undermine us.
In my search, I have realized media has the power to create negative stereotypes, but maybe it can also fix them. By acknowledging misrepresentations and wrongful portrayals of women, we'll be able to bring light into the current problems in society and change our culture for the better.